Hello, friends. 827 days of war between Russia and Ukraine, and it seems that the war is likely to escalate beyond the borders of Ukraine in near future. Let us see what is happening on the ground in southern war zone as far as Kherson front is concerned. No changes across Dnieper River. On Zaporizhia front, Rabotino-Verbov positional battle continues. In Vremivka Salient, Russians have advanced on Staromayorsky Eurozone line. Inside Staromayorsky village, Russians advance in the center and northern outskirts, while the supply line of Staromayorsky from Marinka is severed for the Ukrainians, and also Russians advance towards Eurozone 200 meters in north and 350 meters along the front of Sulova and Stepova streets. Coming to east on Marinka front, Ukrainians counter-attack towards southeast of Krasnohorivka failed with losses and heavy fight continues inside the center. Fight in Georgiivka as well as Novomykhailivka regions continuing as Russians are also strengthening their position and advancing around Paraskovivka. Coming to Avdiivka, the Russian army made its position stronger and broadened its control zone around Umansky, and also fight is now continuing on the outskirts of Yasno-Brodovka. From Ocheritin direction, the fight is moving towards Sokol in form of positional battle, and northwest of Avdiivka fight is on the outskirts of Novo-Alexandrovka from the southern direction, and in north direction Russians have advanced towards Kalinova. Russians also advanced north and northeast of Umansky while making some grounds towards Novopokrovsky in the north and northwest direction, aiming to enrich Ukrainian troops in the forest plantation west of Berdichi. In all, the Russians are maintaining their initiative and not allowing Ukrainian defense to stabilize the situation in north, northwest, and west of Avdiivka. Coming to Bakhmut, in a blitzkrieg movement, the Russians advanced northwest of Klishivka almost 700 meters. As far as Chasive Yar is concerned, the fight is continuing in on its eastern outskirts, and Russians have advanced towards Krasnoye and Canal micro districts. Coming to northeast now, Kupiansk direction. After fall of Berestoye, Russian army's offensive operation is continuing towards Stalmaykivka and planning to advance towards east of Oskil River, where Ukrainians have built up a strong defense line. It will be very difficult for the Russians here. In north, that is Slobozansky direction, fierce battle is continuing in Volchansk and Lipsty. No major changes are reported. Interdiction missions, Russian army struck various targets in Rivne, Kharkiv, Kirovohrad or Kirovograd, while Ukrainians launched drones again towards Armavir, that is Voronezh regions, Crimea as well. Palestine, Israel, Middle East, CNN reports that US-made ammunitions were used in hitting Rafah camp, killing 50 people approximately, while Houthis have shot down 6th American MQ-9 Reaper UAV, probably which was airborne from Jordan base. And they also attacked many civilian ships in Red Sea and claim to have damaged a minimum of 3 of them. Washington Post claims that Biden is considering to grant Kyiv, that is Ukrainian army, to strike deeper inside Russian Federation with US short-range weapons. I wonder why should it be weapons. Well, Warsaw did not prohibit Ukraine to use their weapons against Russian targets anywhere inside Russian Federation. And similar was the voice as reported earlier by Antony Blinken, Stoltenberg, Boris Johnson, and this is rising all over the Western media. Why not? Because Russians too are using their weapons deeper inside Ukraine. Now the war seems to be escalating undoubtedly. How will Russia take it? Will it be another red line which will be quietly stomached by the Russian military and political leadership, or will they retaliate? It is still to be seen. And in a very funny incident, North Korea attacked South Korea with trash balloons filled with garbage and excreta, and almost 150 of them across the border. And South Korea made hue and cry that stop doing such stupid things. They have forgotten about their own propaganda, which they launched balloons with propaganda papers, with K-pop musics, and other things against the North Korean leadership. And as far as India is concerned, friends, the latest news is that yesterday and now still last for 5 days and will continue another next 2 to 3 days, Delhi has witnessed rise in temperature, which is historic. Never before that it has crossed 49.9 degrees centigrade, and one of the stations reported 52.3 degrees centigrade. The Indian Meteorological Department says there was some mistake and sensors have stopped working. Was temperature higher than this? We do not know. This is danger not only for Delhi but entire India, entire globe. The global crisis as far as climate is concerned, besides the World War III likely to escalate. Where are we heading for? Not religion, they won't help us. No personality cult. And whatever the capitalist regime, the imperialist regimes do to divide us on the base of religion, caste, color, creed, nationalities, won't stop this crisis. This is further increasing. And that's all. Thank you, friends.